Hello everyone, my name is Brooke Hurd, and this is part of our series on OneNote for the classroom. And today we're going to be focusing on how to create a OneNote classroom notebook. So if you're wanting to create a notebook for your students to access, what you need to do is create what's called a class notebook. So in order to do so, once you are logged into your Office 365 premium account, because this is only available to premium users, you're going to need to make sure that you have clicked on the home button and that you are home first. Once you are at home, you're going to go up to the top and click on your waffle. Scroll down and do not click on this OneNote because that is going to open up just a regular notebook. So instead we're going to click on All Apps, and then you should have another purple in that's a little bit lighter in color that says Class Notebook, and that's what we're going to click on. This will then open up the start of your creation for the classroom notebook, and this is also where you would go if you needed to later on, after you make your notebook, add or remove students, add or remove teachers or co-teachers, and then also manage the notebook, meaning delete it or share it with parents. So we're going to go with Create a Classroom Notebook, so you're going to click on the first tile there. And it's going to ask us what is the name of our class. So we're going to name this UWG Period 1. So it's going to tell us what's inside of it. It's our collaboration space. And it goes ahead and informs you which things that the teacher and the student can edit. The content library, as you can see, teacher can edit, but students are view only. Your teacher only section and your student notebooks. And we'll hit next. Now we can give another teacher permission to use this class notebook. So if you had a co-teacher, this is where you would enter in their email address so that they had access to editing and putting in information to this notebook as well. The next section is where you're going to type in student names. So we'll go ahead and put in a student name here so that you can see how it pulls up. This should be synced with your school account, so it should already have all your student names in there. So we chose our practice student. We're going to hit next. So this already has the handouts, class notes, homework, and quizzes set up. If I don't want a section on here, I can hit the X button and remove it. Or I can add in a new section to put it back in. Or put in a new section that I just want them to have access to. So here we have 5 different sections for the student. We're going to hit next. So this gives us a visual preview of what our notebook is going to look like. As you can see on the left-hand side is all the areas that we are familiar with thus far. It lists out my students' names that I've put in there, and then it will show the 4 tabs that we have created as well. We're happy with that. We can hit the Create button. And it may take a few minutes for it to get set up. And once it is set up, this screen will appear. So it says it is ready for you. So we can open it in OneNote or we can open it in OneNote online. So we will go ahead and open it up in OneNote. We will hit open and it will open up your desktop version. This is where I would recommend doing all of your edits and all of your reviewing of the classroom work is within the desktop version. So it already opens everything up. What I love about OneNote is it gives you a brief overview of each section and tells you how to use each of those individual sections. So if I go over here and click on collaboration space, it tells me how to get started with it, what students can do, and I just think this is a great tool, especially if you're new to OneNote, for helping you get started and set up with each space. And as I mentioned in the previous video, once again, we have our collaboration space, the content library, your teacher only, and then your students that you've put in. Hopefully this has been helpful for understanding how to set up the classroom notebook. In our next video, we will get into a little more details about how to distribute work to students and how to grade.